Morning, everybody. We're here at the hay room, and we're getting hay for the season. I'm telling you what, the price of hay this year has just gone crazy. We're paying 15 bucks a bale right now, and we got to have over 200 of them. So, you know, try to look around if you can and get what you can at a good price and early. This is second cutting, and we built this little room here to stack them up high, and I built this door to kind of separate it from the rest of the barn here. But I put a wheel on the bottom for a regular gate because it's a pretty heavy door, and this will enclose a lot of it and keep a lot of the dirt off of it and dust and smell of motors when I'm running and what have you. But anyway, wanted to show you that, and a little bit later I'm going to show you the milk room that we've been working on. It's not really a milk room, it's more the cheese making room. Right now I'm headed to go get more hay.
Okay, Jim's back with the second load, so we are getting ready to offload it into the barn.
so far the plan is working out pretty good.
Yep. How many's in the back of the truck?
That'll go on another stack though, so we won't have to do much. Well, I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, be 9.
Was there much left? You think there'll be some for tomorrow?
Oh yeah. It didn't look like anybody had taken any.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wanted to get in on the cheap stuff.
Oh,
You figure if somebody buys a trailer load that's 50 cents a bale cheaper.
yeah. But man, this stuff is nasty. I mean, who knows what this will be in a year? It might be nasty too.
Well, yeah, it's going to dry out. It's just the way it is. But at least 90% of the, well, I'd say most of the stems on this are smaller. Even though, and they'll eat small stems, you know, it's the big stuff that they, the dried out big stuff. It's like, hey. Okay, we got 90 bales here, and we're going back for more tomorrow and probably the next day, depending on the weather. We're trying to do it early morning so the weather's cool. Well, we got 140 bales put up. That's going to be it for a few days. Next thing we're going to do is show you the cheese room. Come on in. Welcome to the cheese room, everyone. First thing, I guess we'll just go around the room and I'll just kind of show you what I did, what Josie and I have done, and tell you about this place here. First of all, let's start with that. This was the old cabin that Josie and I built when we were still working. And let me tell you what, we're still working now. But anyway, this was kind of just like you would get maybe if you were renting a small kitchenette motel room. That's basically all it was. We had the bathroom, and at one time, this area over here, where we've got the triple sink, and it goes around with some stainless steel tops. This was all cabinets that we ripped out. Josie refinished them and put them in our basement. So everything that's good to use, we use. And then when we decided to turn this into the milk room or the cheese making room, we put up some more of this plastic, I don't know what it's called. There's a special name for it, but I don't really know. Anyway, we put that up on the walls and it goes all the way around. And over here, you'll see this is our pasteurizer. I don't use it much. But if there was a instance where I felt the milk needed it, I would do that. We used to have I think it was a 40-gallon water heater. Well, in order for me to use it, when I needed it, you'd have to wait for the water heater to fill up. So we bought this and installed it here on the wall, and I can control the temperature of the water right here coming out into the sink. So that's been a big help to us, and it saves us money because you don't have to have that water heater running constantly. And it's 220. It heats up pretty quick, and so far I like it real well. Anyway, and I've showed you the triple sink here. I've got dirty dishes just like everybody in the world has. And on around here, I have 2 refrigerators. This here is mainly to store cheese after I've made it. I'll tell you what I've got here. I've got 2 cheddars I've made on top. They're about 4.5 pound blocks. I'll open it up real quick. This here, one of them is a traditional cheddar, and gosh, I wrote on top what this is. This is a farmer's cheese cheddar. And down here I got butter case, and you can see the white mold growing on it right now. Now I'll take in, maybe today even, take a salt brine and clean that off. And then down here I have a, what is it? Oh, this is a Gouda I made. And this refrigerator here we've been storing milk in, and I take it out as I need it. But normally what I will use this for would be for if I want to isolate a cheese that grows mold, like this one here. I should have put it in there, but we have so much milk right now that it had to go in here. So, and then anyway, anything in here right now is sealed, so it's good. Then up here I have some bigger tanks, and I have place for storage, and I also have my waxing stuff down here. So, and I have another big tank if I would happen to need it. Boom. Anyway, and so this is where I do my cooking. I got my shelf here. I got my thermometers. I have my weight scales, stuff like that up here. And I have these 2 induction. One that I will put a double boiler together and set it here to do my cooking. And this one here I do for mainly put pots in so I can sterilize my cheesecloth and stuff like that. I will scoop that out of the way when I bring my crock pot up here with wax in it to wax something. Okay, on around here, these are the presses that I made. They're Dutch presses, and I got another one down below and a little more storage. And this right here is a food tent, and I got a wire rack here. I think it's for cooling and baking and stuff like that. And then between them two, I use a wax, or not a wax, but a plastic mat. And that mat is used for, is it crocheting or what do? They do needle art or something like that. Anyway, and it works out perfect for this. Instead of buying the expensive sheets you can get those sometimes on Amazon for a great price. I have a stirred curd cheddar, and there's recipes out there for it. You can look them up pretty easy on the internet. And then this will probably be my last cheddar for a while because I need to get into other cheeses this year. I did probably 50 pounds of cheddar last year. My biggest issue was I added lipase to a lot of them. And lipase, if you don't eat it young, it keeps getting stronger and stronger, finally to the point to where it was just so rich we couldn't eat it. But anyway, if you want to eat a cheese and eat it quickly, I would add a little lipase to it, not much, a little goes a long way, and you'll enjoy it. Anyway, it's kind of a mess over there, but you'll see the press that I made. I must have made this thing 10 years ago. It's a cider press I made and tickled to death with it. We just are waiting for the right amount of apples to use it. And then over here, this is where I do some of the testing. I've got my pH meters if I need it for my cheese, other instruments I have here that if need be, I have them. We've had such a hot summer this year that I had to add this air conditioner. I cut a hole in the wall, put the pipe out, and then put it's basically like a vent you would use on a dryer. It opens up when air comes to it. But anyway, and a drain tube going outside. When it's really hot outside, this thing is a lifesaver. It keeps it about 74, 75 degrees. That's what we keep it in here. So I just wanted to show you that. And today I'm getting ready to start a batch of feta. I've never made feta before. And eventually I'll put a video on of that. Matter of fact, I'll put probably 2 or 3 videos on this year of cheese making. This one here is going to be feta. I want to do it first. And if I find an error I've made, or if I find something that works better for me, I'm going to do that. That's in the future, and I'm going to sign off for now, and thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Be sure and ring that bell and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.